Hey YouTube, Hickory Stick here with you. I knew that was gonna happen. Hey YouTube, Hickory Stick back with you. So I haven't been doing much reloading in the last year because of, well, like everybody else, I've struck with the component shortages. I haven't reloaded around since January, but been doing a lot of fishing. So I want to do a little rod review here because this past year in 2021, I took it upon myself to revamp my fishing equipment. All my fishing equipment was aging pretty good, so I decided to revamp it. I want to do a review on this rod. This is a Cashion Icon Topwater and Jerkbait rod. So you go on YouTube and do a search, there's not a lot of reviews on Cashion rods, and there's no reviews that I can find on the Topwater Jerkbait Icon specifically. I picked this rod out on a whim because I was looking for a jerkbait rod. I'm a big jerkbait fisherman. I love to fish jerkbaits. Right now I've got a Mega Bass Vision 110 tied on. I wanted to get myself a dedicated jerkbait rod. I picked this rod up because number one, it is made in the US. It is made right over there in the Carolinas. I think it's South Carolina. They make their rods. It just looked like a good quality rod, so I decided to give them a shot. I had never heard of them before. I decided to go with it. I want to show you some things about this rod and talk about this rod a little bit. Now, let me come a little closer. To begin with, this is a 6-foot 9-inch rod. That's what I like for throwing a jerkbait, a little bit shorter rod. Some people like a 7-foot. I'm more comfortable throwing a 6'9". I can throw it more accurately. This rod, what makes this rod particularly suited for jerkbaits is this is a medium action rod, but it is an extra fast tip. It's rated for 8 to 14 pound line and a 3/16 to 1/2 ounce bait. The thing I have found with this rod is that this throws a 3/8 ounce bait perfectly. It does not, in my opinion, throw a 1/2 ounce bait that well. Even though it is rated for up to a 1/2 ounce, that is the top of its rating. This is a Mega Bass Vision 110 Junior, 3/8 ounce. I have some Vision 110s, some standard Vision 110s that are 1/2 ounce. It does not throw them nearly as good as it throws this 110 Junior at 3/8 ounce. It throws a 3/8 ounce perfectly, in my opinion. The 1/2 ounce loads it a little too much. And not only does it throw the 1/2 ounce not as well as the 3/8, it does not work a 1/2 ounce bait in the water as well as it works a 3/8 ounce bait. I have thrown a 1/4 ounce bait. It throws a 1/4 ounce bait beautifully, but 3/8 seems to be its sweet spot. About the rod itself, it's a beautiful rod. It's kind of plain and unassuming. It has Cashion's trademark they call it Kevlar. It looks to me like carbon fiber handles. A lot of people don't like them. I feel like it's kind of personal preference. I do like a cork handle. I've always liked a cork handle rod. I don't like the EVA handles, but I really like this handle material on this rod. It feels like it transfers a lot of feeling from the bait. However, it is a jerkbait rod, so you're not really feeling that much like you would be with a worm. But it does feel really nice. It feels like it's particularly tough. My end is getting scuffed up a little bit because I've been leaning it up into things and all that, but it is holding up nicely. I don't foresee it having any problems. The finish on the rod is beautiful. This is an unsanded blank. All of the wraps are visible and you can feel them. I personally love that. I think it makes a beautiful rod. I know it's an aesthetic thing, but I do think it makes a beautiful rod. Some people claim it makes the rod a little stronger. I don't know. But it's got 11 guides. They are micro guides. Cashion calls them micro guides, but to my notion, they seem more like a mid micro. That's what it feels like to me. They do pass a leader. I have, I think, 30-pound spider wire braid on here with a 12-pound or a 14-pound fluoro leader. And I have an FG knot tied on it. It passes an FG knot just fine. I love this rod. I've got quite a few rods, and this quickly has become my absolute favorite rod. They offer this rod in 6 foot 9 inch medium extra fast and 6 foot 9 inch medium heavy extra fast. They also offer it in 7 foot medium extra fast and 7 foot medium heavy extra fast. I am going to get a medium heavy extra fast for throwing the heavier jerk baits, because like I said, this one throws a 3/8 ounce perfectly, but it doesn't throw the heavier ones quite as well. Reel seats, got an exposed, comes with an exposed blank reel seat. I like that. Reel seat is very comfortable. I do not think this is a Fuji reel seat. I believe it is some sort of proprietary reel seat that they're using, but it's a very comfortable seat. As you can see, I can grip it real hard. I've got this paired with a Shimano Curado MGL 70 HG, which is the 7/4-1. This is just a great pairing. This 70 series reel with this rod is a great pairing. It's very nimble. You can one-hand cast it, no problem. You can work the bait, no problem. It is great. The rod's got plenty of snap with that extra fast hit for working the bait, and it is just, I cannot say enough good about this rod. It handles fish very well, and I can't say enough good about it. I absolutely love this rod. It's a $220 rod, so I consider that a mid-range cost rod. I don't buy a Chinese made rod. You know, everything so much is made in China now. I like to buy American when I can, and it's particularly if I can buy an American made rod, I'm going to go to an American company for a rod. And that's one thing I really liked about the Cashions, is they are made in America. Not only is the rod assembled in America, they make the blanks right up there in South Carolina, and they make the blanks from carbon fiber that they have sourced from America. So it is a completely American made rod, and that's what I like about it. I really like that. Cashion makes a wide variety of rods. The next one I'm going to get is a heavier jerkbait rod, because I am a big time jerkbait fisherman. I love jerkbaits. I fish them all year round. So I need another jerkbait rod to throw the heavier baits with, but they make quite a few rods. But let's take a look at how it fishes, okay? Like I said, this is a 3/8 ounce Megabass Vision 110 70 series Shimano Curado reel. Throws beautifully, as you can see. Let me see if I can catch you a fish. Now I'm just going to go ahead and make the disclaimer that you're not going to see me catch a large fish in this pond. This is my father-in-law's pond, and this is a young pond. Yep, there's a fish. Let's just stop right here and talk about this, because I fished for a little while, didn't catch any more fish. Take a look at the bend in this rod. Now, you know, a lot of people talk about parabolic bend and this and that and the other in rods. I'm not a student of that school. I don't know that much about it. But look at the bend in this rod. I was actually wound up being hung up on a piece of structure here, and I got it loose, but this does give you a good example of the bend of this rod. I mean, the thing is beautiful. It handles fish really well. It bends in such a way that it is light enough in its bend and not so stiff that you're going to tear your hooks out of the fish's mouth. You can set the hook really hard and get a lot of give in the rod. It's a really great action on the rod and a really great bend. I'm very happy with this rod. All right, till next time. Hickory stick. Have a good one.